Welcome back everyone for PS Plus Chat Part 2 with Late to the Party and Dreo2k Techviews.
So just keep on adding stuff to it, unless you're playing this all of the time, you won't be able to keep it to what's going on. I mean, the stadiums look fantastic, the gameplay's addictive, so it's just a really good game.
I've been playing Rocket League from when it was released on Plus, and I think you were too.
Yeah.
Like when this game first started out, it was just football, it was just soccer.
A couple of stadiums.
Yeah. Handful of cars.
Couple of cars. Yep. I don't even think that, I'm not sure now, but I don't even think I went for 4v4 at the site. It's definitely 1-1, 2-2s, and 3s. Or even that, I think we're running. And then we've got the ace, like the puck.
Yeah, the ice hockey style, yep.
Then we've got like the basketball style, I think. And then we've got this drop move or something. Drop shot or whatever. And all the different arenas now. And different car models. Different cars from films. Fast and Furious, etc. So
Back to the Future cars in there.
Like, and plus every time you play this game, I haven't put a penny into it, but you always get something. There's always like progression, there's always like, here's a new thing for your car, here's 500 points, your rank always goes up, and stuff like that, so, or down or whatever it may be, but it always feels rewarding, and it doesn't make you feel like you have to, it gives you the options, but it doesn't force you into doing any of the options. It doesn't force you to buy anything, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it would make you actually want to buy stuff because it doesn't force you in that way.
Oh, there's also a mode called Rumble, which sort of introduces like special pickups in a bit of a Mario Kart style. You know, like punch your opponent away with a big boxing glove, or you can freeze the ball mid-air.
So stuff like that wasn't in the game at the start.
No.
That was always in. And plus, when they've added these in, it hasn't come at a charge. It's just been
yeah, just free to play, just to enjoy.
Which is yeah. So we're very deserving of all the success they've had so far. And plus, the game is just addictive. It can be infuriating at times too. But it's a super game. Just something simple, but sweet.
Now the only thing which I can think of that they charge you for is if you want like the Back to the Future car or the Batmobile, you know, some exclusive car types, and it is very cheap. It's like £1.30 for a multitude of the cars. Some of the other cars are £3 if you really wanted. You know, it's not as if it's going to break the bank, but everything else seems to be just included. And those special cars, it's not as if they give the opposing team any sort of advantages. You know, they don't go any quicker. They don't. Yeah, they're just cosmetic.
Cosmetic. So really good. And with the multitude of the cars you get to choose from, anyway, there's a lot of choice. It's not like you're left with a couple of cars and you're like, I want that. That's, as you say, it's and these cars, they're just your personal preference, really. Which is pretty good. The one thing I would say about this being on PS Plus was, like, because it was such a runaway success, anybody who didn't have PS Plus or didn't have this game now have this game. Like everybody plays this game, that I know of anyway. That didn't have it. They've got it now, sort of thing. So, and I think you're talking about £20 or something, and that's like the special edition where you get everything in it. So, it's not bad. if you don't have it. Highly recommend this one if you don't have it. for just
Oh,
short blasts of fun or even long-term fun.
I've seen Rocket League.
For a few matches.
Yeah, and I've seen Rocket League in stores on disc.
Yep.
So if PlayStation Plus passed you by and you need to buy the game, this game to me is worth a purchase.
Yeah.
It's budget price.
One of our games where you can maybe not play it for like 6 months and then come back and play it and still like get a lot of time out of it. Like it's one of them ones you can always play it. It's not like a yearly release where there's a new one every year. It's the same one, like all the time. So just with new stuff on it. So definitely one for multiplayer, online, or in the house, or teammates. We could do it. It's a nice choice. That wasn't awful, was it?
Oh. Well, we're another match closer to being ranked.
So look forward to our videos on being ranked in the old Rocket League, in the 2-on-2s.
With more talk on PS Plus though, there is a constant thing which annoys me about PS Plus. It's not PS Plus, but more so the people that get PS Plus.
Right. I get where you're going.
Going with us. On the forums and on the PlayStation, website and stuff like that, you have people arguing, that it's a good month. You have people arguing it's a bad month. That's fine, that's people's opinions. But when people drop it doesn't matter what you get, it's all free games. They're free games, what more do you want? Stop being crybabies, it's free, it's free. How is that still an argument? How is that still lingering around? They're not free. And if you're like, oh well, she only pay 50 quid a year, what more do you want, blah 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 blah. The point is, these people still talk about these games like they're free, as if you've bought, you've been given them. They're yours to keep. But they're not. As soon as PlayStation Plus runs out, if you don't renew, you don't get access to any of these games anymore. The more accurate statement would be, you're paying this money for a lend or a loan of games. It's like a rental service. And that's just a pet peeve that I have.
Yeah, so you are paying.
Yeah, you're paying the rent. It seems like these guys are like, oh yeah, but we're being given these games. Yeah. These are our games. They're not though.
They're not. They're only yours as long as you keep your account active and paper.
Yes.
But those saying it's a bad month, it's a good month, it's a bad month, or whatever, or those that never seem to be happy about it, those ones that say, I'm not going to pay for my monthly subscription anymore. Right? Do it then. Stop telling me you're going to. If I go through the last couple of months, and I'll say to you the PS4 games that I think are noteworthy here. We've had Batman the Telltale series, Juice X. We've had Mac this month and Ryan. Then the previous month we had Darksiders 2, Definitive Edition.
Great game.
It's an old game, but still, yeah, that was good. We had the PSVR game, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. Then we had Worms Battleground. Then we had Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain. Now come on, Hideo Kojima's last fucking Metal Gear game. You gotta be saying that's a good one. Maybe getting Amnesia Collection Rings for the PSVR, which got good reviews for VR. September of last year, Infamous Second Son, Child of Light. Then before then you got Just Cause 3. and Assassin's Creed 3 to play. Then the month before that you got Until Dawn, and then you got Game of Thrones, the Telltale game series, and then one of your favourite games, Mark, Tokyo Jungle.
Yes, I love Tokyo Jungle. That is a great little unique game.
And then we went on a bit of a, there was a couple of months there that weren't too hot, but you still get your feels from the boy now, if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, a couple, still a big fan of Free. Big game there. Stories, The Path of Destinies, where have I seen that before?
Well, I did do a video about it. Yes, anyone, if you want to check out something on Stories, Path of Destinies.
I've plugged you in there, a wee plug.
Just search for Late to the Party.
But, I mean, there's stuff there. What you can say is, it all depends on what games you like and what you're into, I suppose. But I think that PS Plus usually has a good mix. And plus, I like to play maybe stuff I wouldn't normally play. So if there's something there that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't normally buy that or purchase that, but I'll give it a go anyway. You never know, there might be something there you think you could like, but you end up playing it and you go, that's not bad.
I have to say though, see whenever PS Plus was going through its little phase of dropping games like Super Meat Boy, Broforce, and all those type of games.
There was like about 6 months of that. Bollocks.
Oh, look, I don't like. If anyone's going to watch this video and bitch, oh, those are great games, they get good reviews, blah blah blah. They very well might, and I've got to be honest, I have not took the time to play them. But that's an example of they're just not my style. This 8-bit, 16-bit retro-looking game. Yeah. I still have a Mega Drive, really Master System, Super Nintendo. I can play retro games like that.
Really hard for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But it's not fun. And don't kid yourself alright.
I know there seems to be this, oh yeah, when they're super tough, it makes the game amazing for me. I feel like a real sense of achievement. There has to be a nice balance.
Yeah. Yeah, I did go through a 6-month period there, a segment there when I was getting back in the game. Of LOL, the likes of Broforce, and Galaxy, and the stuff like that, just all on the road, so we go over it. Just there needs to be a bit of balance. And, I think they're starting to hit the right notes now again.
Yeah.
It's got to that stage. It's got to the stage in the PlayStation cycle where there's enough games out now to balance it out.
Like, maybe not next month if they're still, if from a business perspective Sony's like, well, you've been given neck, so next month you don't get another, release title AAA. I suppose it's understandable, but it would be nice if next month there was again another from the original lineup. Just for example,
definitely.
If they were to pull out Killzone, for example, or another game that was out at release, whatever. Just these older games that have got to be shifting, little to no copies anymore. Most people will have played them. But even if people have played them, what I like about seeing some games on PS Plus, which, again in the comments sections online, usually you see a lot of people going, oh, I've already played this game's old, etc, etc. The good thing is though, sometimes people may have played a game and traded it in, and having it on Plus gives them the option of replaying it. It was a game they enjoyed, but they needed to trade it in to afford their next game that they wanted to play, So getting it on Plus is nice. Yeah. Whenever they want, they can play it again. Thanks very much for watching. That's been part 2. If you've liked, please hit the thumbs up button to show your support, and subscribe. Please come back for part 3. You've been listening to Late to the Party. with Dreo2k Techviews. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below, all comments welcome. If there's any topics or games that you would like us to talk about, please feel free to mention and we will take it into consideration.